Okay, so we need to see, yesterday we have seen select class, right? So let's write the program on the select class so that we can understand how select class methods can be used. Okay, so let's move on. So I'll create a new class that is select class demo. Take main method, right? So now we need to see the website. We have one website that is get from here. So I think we have in our website. Go to automation scenarios. And here, just select a class demo. Okay. So you can use this one. Okay. Otherwise, you can use this one also. So I'm going to use this one because it has both single selection and multi-selection dropdown. So that's why I'm going to use that. So web driver equal to new Firefox driver. This time I'm using Firefox because so already we used Chrome. So let's use Firefox driver. Okay. Then we will use Edge driver also in the next program. And first I'll maximize the window. So driver dot, so manage method dot, window method dot, maximize. Next, open the given URL. So driver dot get out. So this URL. So I will also open this in our browser, one of the browser, so that we can understand. First, I'll play around with this single selection dropdown. Then we'll go for the multi-selection dropdowns. So then I want to identify the single selection dropdown. So identify the single selection dropdown. That is, so web element. So single DRP equal to driver dot find element. So by dot. So I might see ID might be there. I'm going to use that ID. So let's identify that. Inspect and see there is a ID. So take ID. So first I identified the dropdown. So later next step, how do you select a class? So you already know. Second step is create object for select class. So select cell equal to new select, and you have to pass this dropdown. So import org.openk.selenium.support.ui package. Now, first I'll select one option. Select an option. Maybe I'll select March based on label. So cell dot select by visible text. So what is label text? Visible text means, so here you can see March, right? This one. This is the label text. So just identify that. Next. So I want to get the selected option. Fetch the selected option. Now what we selected now? What we selected now?
March.
March. You should get the March. So this out. Selected option by label is. So I'm getting the value. Selected a value I'm getting. How to get that? Cell dot get first selected option dot. You want to get the text of that. Get text method. You have to call. That's the how to fetch first selected option. So I'll use some thread dot slip. So for your observation purpose. Otherwise, you should not use this. Okay. So you selected, right? How do you know? Otherwise, if you don't use this thread dot slip, what will happen? You're selecting one more. Immediately it will be very fast. Even you cannot, so see that also that much fast. So that's why I'm just giving some delay. So I'm asking WebDriver thread, stop there 2 seconds. That's how this thread dot sleep will do. This is a hard sleep. How many seconds you specify here? That many seconds WebDriver thread will not move from here. It will stop there only. That's a thread dot sleep means. Next, select an option by value attribute. So I'm selecting an option by value attribute. By value attribute. You have seen value attribute right here. Can you see here? You are seeing value attribute. I'll use this one. See value attribute. Cell dot select by value. So it's a string type. Now, so March and both will be there or only one now?
Only one.
That's a May. Latest one will be there. Okay. So not the. So first one gone. So this is overridden by this one. So May will select by value attribute. So next one is, so the method is same, get first selected option only, then dot get text. So this is the method chaining. So you're doing that. Next, select an option by index. Cell dot select by index 0 I'm giving. 0 means which one it will select?
January.
In this, which one is the 0 index?
January.
January. So January will select. So get that. That's it. Now I want to fetch by index, right? This is by I'm separating the messages. Select option by index. Now fetch all the drop down options. How can you fetch all the drop down options? List. So web element OPTS list equal to, so cell dot get options. So you got a collection. You got a collection. So then, so how can you select a last option? How can you select last option? Select by
Size
index.
-1.
So the collection dot size -1. collection dot size method -1. You're giving index basically, right? This will give you the size. -1 means last one. So that's the how can you select the last option. Maybe if you want, you can see, you can get that selected last option, the index only. You can get that. So now we can iterate all the, for example, you want to print all this drop down option text. So then iterate the drop down values. So basically collection you're iterating. So what is that? Web element pt colon opts list. opts list. Then just print it. Print that opt dot get text. opt dot get text. Okay, so that's the so how to print. So that's all. Just close the browser. So driver dot close. So what are the methods we used? Select by visible text, select by value, select by index, get options, get first selected option. Yeah, these are the methods we used. So remaining thing I'll show you with multi-selection dropdown. Okay, so let's run this program. Session not created option. Could not start a new session. Response code 500. Unexpected closure with the status 0. How can you solve this? Okay, so note down this exception. So I'll show you how to solve this. See line number, if you just carefully read this, line number 40, that means beginning itself. That's not able to initialize your Firefox browser. So if you carefully observe this, and there will be some clue they will give. See that? So Firefox options use and set the binary path, it is saying. So I need to set the binary of the where Firefox browser is installed, that location you specify, then it will launch. That's a solution for this exception. Session not created exception means for the Firefox browser, you give the Firefox browser path. How can you get the Firefox browser path? Right click. So show more properties. So this is the path, the installation path. You have to give this path. Okay. So let's go and give that. How can you give that? You have to use. So if you want to set the browser, Firefox browser options, so you have to create object for Firefox options class. So create object for Firefox options. Now I'm using here default constructor of Firefox driver. If I use Firefox options, create object Firefox options class. So Firefox options FFOPT equal to new Firefox options. So import. See the import Firefox options. Now, so FFOPT, set the binary, set the Firefox binary path. So FFOPT dot set binary method is there. See, there is a set binary method. Third one. See, overloaded methods. Can you observe that? It's a overloaded. Oops. So it has taken 2 times. That's why I'm just one time I'll remove this. Okay. So we set the Firefox binary. Now I need to set this to Firefox driver object as a parameterized constructor. So you have to set this setting right in this Firefox browser. So that I'm doing now. So it will start running. So that's the problems how to solve. Okay. So please make a note all this. See, it's triggered. Say first March, May. Last option, January is there, right? 0. December is the last option. That's it. See, all of them are selected. Okay. So this is how to select with the select class. So I want to do one more. I want to select a randomly. How can you select a random options? So same, I'll copy. I'll paste it here. Select random options. Random options means what? What is random options?
Every time it has to pick a new value.
Right. We should not specify. We should not specify that. So for this, same code I will use, but little bit change. See that I need a same dropdown, same select class object you have to create. I have to fetch all the dropdown. Third step is fetch all the dropdown options and find out the size. Okay. So find out the size. So int size equal to, this is the one. I use this latter, okay? So I'm not deleting that. So I have work with that. So I'll remove this. Okay, so now to generate the random number in this size only. So that means 0 to 11, right? So how can you generate a random number? So to generate the random number, you need to use a random class. To generate the random number in specific size, specific range, use random class next int method. Okay, so that's the simple class. Again, create object random ROBJ equal to new random. See, the object is how useful. So when to create object, you should know that. So it's a very clearly discussed in our Java class. So again, the methods, that's why I'm saying methods is the top priority. You have to give. See, everywhere methods only. Are you seeing without any methods here? Everywhere methods only. See, everywhere methods only. So you should know how to call the methods, how to create object for classes. That's good enough for the Selenium. And yeah. So now I don't want one, I want like 5 random options I want to select. So let's go and do that. So first generate the random number, okay? So generate the random number, then we'll give that random number in the loop, okay? So int random equal to, so ROBJ dot next So there is a next int bound. Okay. So this is the return type integer. That's why I written first return type methods. So all Java and everything Java only. That too methods topic. That's why all these points covered very, very clearly step by step. So go and refer again methods topic. N number of times you listen that formulas until you are perfect on that formulas. So if you're not perfect, listen one more time. Listen one more time. No problem. Every day practice that. So I got that and see return type, data type of this method. That's what I told there in the formulas, right? So data type. So variable equal to object reference dot return type method. This is the formula I have given there. So I'm following this formula to call any return type methods. See that? This size also return type method. So this is also a return type method. See, I'm following data type, the variable name, object reference dot return type method. Everywhere this formula. So one single formula repeatedly coming. That means, so that's what the difference you need to get. Void methods, how to call, return type methods, how to call. I have very, very clearly explained there and just follow that again. But I am repeating same formula several times because it's a most important, widely used one, this one. Because in the WebDriver, you have so many getter methods. Every getter method is going to return the value to you. So that simple basic concept, if you catch it, it's easy. Void methods means it doesn't return anything. Void method means this is the void method. It doesn't return. Nothing will return. Just open this method purpose is just opens a given URL. That's it in this browser. This is the browser. What browser is this now? This driver. What browser is this now?
Firefox.
Firefox. This is the Firefox object, right? This driver is denoting Firefox object. So now this driver is a Firefox object. Okay. So now I generated. So I want 5 random options I want to select. Select 5 random options. So I need to use a loop, right? I need to use a loop. So int I equal to 1, I less than 5, I plus plus. See that? I'm passing. So select random. So random number. So this also, I think I have to give this value here only. Every time it has to 5 times, it has to generate a random number in this size only. So that random number I am supplying to this one. I'll give this random number also. So that which random number we got it, you can understand. Plus, see, integer, I'm concatenating with, what is this? What is this?
String.
String. That's a string. So I'm getting that. That's it. So this is how to generate a random number. So run it. 5 times it will run. May. So what happened? July, December. May twice, huh? Only 4 times because I didn't give this, right? Equal to, let me give equal to. So run this again. May twice it's selected. Not sure why. Generally, it should be a different random number. July, May, November, March. I think July twice it's selected. I don't know. First one is selecting twice. Yeah. So these are the say random, every time random things, right? So you're not giving any specific value. So you want such kind of scenario, use this logic. Use this logic randomly if you want to select. Okay. Yeah, we're good. So let's move on to the next one. Multi-selection dropdown. I want to select multiple options. All my options are showing. This is a multi-selection dropdown. It's not a single selection dropdown. Every option you select, it is retaining. That's the multi-selection dropdown. So I'm going to select multiple options and play around with all the methods of this one. So I'll just copy this and I'll reuse the code. Multi-selection dropdown. Same. So there is no change, right? There is no change. So everything is same, but I have to change this to multi-selection dropdown. I'm just giving a proper name, okay? That's it. Other than that, nothing. So ID will change, right? ID will change. So this dropdown. So this is the select class. I told you the element should start with the select class. So this one, I'll give it here. So dropdown first I'm identifying. That's a first step. Then this dropdown name, I need to pass it to my select class. So that's the second step. Now I'm selecting it by visible text, this one. I don't want to use this because it will retain. I don't need to use a thread.slip now. All the selections will be retained. All the selections will be retained. So I'll add more. Okay. So cell dot select by index, not index, by, or otherwise let me give 11. Okay, fine. So cell dot select by visible text, I'll give, so February. So whatever it is, it's up to you what you want to give. Let me give April. Okay. April cell dot select by value. But basically, I'm using all the methods. Other than that, I want to give October. So let's give October. How many we selected? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me select one more. Which one you want? Select by visible text. Let's use select by visible text. So I'll select August. So these are the options I selected. So the same methods you can reuse. N number of times you can call. There is no problem. Okay. Now I want to fetch all the selected options. Fetch all the selected options. How can you fetch all of them? How can you do that? Shall that get all selected options. See, this is the return type method. See, this is very easy to remember. I don't know why. I think you haven't seen these methods yesterday. You have to read and come back to the classes. Don't come in the empty, mind. So it's very easy methods. Get all selected options. See, this return type method again from this class. So return type method, that's what I have written, return type. See, the same formula repeatedly you're using that. Okay. Okay, I want to find out how many are there. What is the size? All selected options size is. Just simply say that collection dot size method. Collections again. So Java. So collections again I'm using here. Now I want to print. So let's iterate this. So data type is a web element selected opt colon list name. For each loop I'm using. It's up to you what iterator you want to use. Even iterator also you can use. Normal for loop also you can use. 3 ways I told you in Java how to iterate. So whichever you like, you can use it. So the selected option, you can print it. Dot get text. So get the text. So I'll simply say maybe here. Selected options are selected options are so done. Okay, so this is just want to separate them. Okay, so now I'll deselect some of them. Okay, so deselect an option by label text. So cell dot deselect by visible text. So I can deselect March 1. That's what selected already. So deselect by value attribute cell dot deselect by value, that is, so we can give October. So deselect by index cell dot deselect by index. So that's a 0. I'm deselecting by 0. See, 3 items I deselect. Now get the all the things again. Okay, so you deselected 3. So what will happen? Now fetch again. Fetch all the selected options after deselecting 3 options. So I can change my collection name. Selected option size after 3 deselected. Now total selected options are after deselecting 3 options. So here you need to give 1. So that's the collection name 1. Maybe you can change here also 1. Right? Now, so deselect all the options. So I'm deselecting all. Cell dot deselect all. Everything will be deselected. Now get again. So how many are there? So nothing will be there. Which all the select after deselecting all. So it's a 2. I'm getting same method. Method name is same. So now we have to give 2. Okay, so that's a Control Shift format. The code is formatted. You can get all the options. These methods are okay. So nothing so important. Okay, so that's all the methods. So all I have used, everything used in this program once again. So let's run this. It's very, very faster. You have to be very careful. See that. Selected 3 and all last one, December is selected. That's it. So you can see if you want, see first time. So there are 7 selected. Now you 3 deselected. Now total is 4. See, these are the 4. Now you all deselected, 0 is there. Okay. So that's all the select class demo. So let's come back and we'll see getter methods. Okay. Yeah. Any questions before going? Oh, I didn't record.
You are recording, Ramesh.
Recording?
Yeah.
Okay, but it's not showing, that's why.